Hi, I'm David Johnson, pastor of New Tabor Brethren Church. Welcome to Bible Boost. I want to start by telling you a story of back in the late 70s when I lived in Birmingham, Alabama. I worked at a steel heat treating factory. It was hot there and a lot of work that was going on and some things were going on while I was there. And I was working for an organization called Manpower. And so I was walking around just trying to make some money and doing a little part-time job. We would treat train wheels to make them harder. We would treat all kind of different metals. And there was only about 3 or 4 of us in the factory. And I was walking around and we got to these lulls during the day and I couldn't find anything to do. So I kept going back to the boss and saying, what else do you want me to do? You know, I finished that task. And he said, okay, well, here's a broom. Go and clean out this storage room. So I went out and cleaned it out and swept it out. And I came back to him. I said, what else do you got? One of the guys that worked there a long time saw me doing this, and he came up to me and said, hey, David, I'm going to give you some advice. He said, you're making us look bad. So stop working so hard, you know? I said, well, what do you want me to do? He said, just piddle around, which is the name of today's Bible Boost, just piddle around. Now, I don't want to tell you to piddle around, but I'm telling you a lot of Christians, they have this commission from God. They have a calling on their life to be an ambassador of Christ, as our speaker said today. And then they piddle around with their lives and they concern themselves with things that are carnal and human that don't make any difference in the kingdom of heaven. And they miss their calling. Why? Because they're marking time, piddling around, not doing what they're supposed to be doing. And you could call them average, but you know what? Average is the enemy of excellence. God's called you to be excellent. Not average, not mediocre. Mediocrity is not the culture that is in heaven. That's not how they operate there. So we need to acclimate ourselves to the culture of heaven, not the culture of earth. A lot of Christians, they're satisfied with just getting by. You know, that's no good. You weren't called to just get by. Salvation is only the beginning of your life. It is not the culmination of your life. It's where you begin to be productive for God. See, a lot of people just get saved to go to heaven. Hey, guys, there's more than that. Salvation is only the beginning. 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9 says, but you are a chosen people. That's excellence. A royal priesthood. That's excellence. A holy nation. God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of Him who called you out of darkness into His wonderful light. Then 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 12 says, live such good lives among the pagans that, though they accuse you of doing wrong, they may see your good deeds, your excellence, and glorify God in the day He visits us. And then finally, Colossians chapter 3 and verse 23 says, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. You go back to God and you say, all right, Lord, I accomplished that. What else can I help you with? What else do you have for me to do? God has called you to excellence. I want to encourage you. You've got the power. You've got the ability to be what God's called you to be. Piddling around, that's the devil's errand. That's not what God has for you. It's a waste of your life for you to piddle and for you to run the clock out. 1 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 24 says, don't you realize that in a race, everyone runs, but only one person gets the prize? So, run to win. This life is too brief for you to piddle around. Now, if your life is limited to the physical realm, you're just piddling around. Don't be so concentrated on all this other stuff that is not eternal. If you are doing the least possible, if you're running out the clock, is that all you got? Come on, guys. You're called to greater things. I encourage you to talk with God. You know, ask Him some things, because I've heard that He has some things for you to do. I want to encourage you, don't piddle around, but walk in God's power and in your calling, and you're going to find yourself very productive. The Lord bless you. We'll see you next time on Bible Boost.